So let us take a few more questions in data structures. Write the syntax of node creation. How to create a node, and this is done by you write a structure. You create a structure. You can name it as node, and inside it you have two items. First is your data type. What this can be any data type like int x, and then you have a pointer of type structure node only. This node, this structure, the pointer will be type of this pointer for link node, and then you can name the structure say temp. This is the structure variable. Write the syntax for pointing to next node. So how you are going to do this? Node link is equal to node. This can be the syntax for pointing to the next node. It is what you are going to do here is, in this case you can just write that ptr say next, okay, like node next or node link is equal to node 1. This is the first node. So what we are trying to do is we are pointing to the next node. So if ptr is this, pointer is this, so the data item would be ptr data, and the item would be ptr next or whatever you give like this. Ptr next will be some node. What is sorting? Sorting is the process of arranging elements in some logical order, and specifically in increasing ascending order as a default. Sorting is also descending, but it is not default. By default we talk about ascending order only. So sorting methods are classified into two categories: external sorting and internal sorting. What is external sorting? External sorting, this deals with sorting of data stored in external files. So this method is used when the volume of data is quite large and cannot be held in computer's RAM. While the internal sorting, this deals with the sorting which is of the data which is held in the RAM of the computer. List some popular sorting method. Bubble sort. Let me first talk about or indicate the most popular, then we'll go to others. First is our merge sort, then comes the quick sort, then comes the insertion sort, then selection sort, bucket sort, cell sort, and bubble sort. Explain the bubble sort. This is the bubble sort, and this is all theory or the steps. You must read it, but I'll tell you how it is done. I'll tell you one phase. See, if your number are like this 23, 21, 42, 61, 3, 8, 20, let be like this. Okay. So what is done here is, first we'll start from any point. You can start from here, you can start from here. Actually, bubble sort means you are bubbling up. In the water bubble goes up. So at one iteration, the highest member will be on the top. So what we do here is we compare 3 to 61, which is the greater one, 61. So 61 and 3 will not be swapped or exchanged. Let us see 42 and 61. So 42 and 61, 61 is greater than 42. So now 61 and 42 will be swapped. So 61 will come here and 42 will come here. Now these two will be compared. 61 and 21. 61 is again greater than 21, so need to be swapped. 61 will come here and 21 will come here. Now 61 will be compared with 23. So 61 is greater than 23. This will be swapped. So 61 will come here and 23 will come here. So after one pass, this will be 63, 23, 21, 42, and then 3. So for one pass, the highest element, the maximum of all will come this side on the top, and then or you can do it in this way that you can compare. If this is less, then you shift, otherwise not. So it depends on you how you implement bubble sort. But this is one iteration. So this now the iteration will leave the 63, and now the iteration will go here. The 23 will be compared with 21 and like this. This is the bubble sort. It requires n-1 passes to sort an array. So in each pass, every AI is compared with the next one, and which k is the pass number. If AI is greater than a plus 1, then they are swapped, the way I said. Now this will cause the largest element or to move up or bubble up, as 63 has bubbled up. And then after the end of the first pass, this was just the first pass. This will be leaved. 63 will not, 63 will not be taken into account. For the next numbers, the same will go on. So this is the swapping process. Please read them, pause and read and understand it very carefully. What is the complexity of bubble sort? Complexity of bubble sort is n square. Even in the best case, even in the worst case. How it is given? First pass required, because there are two for loops. We have to apply two for loops. Say 1 to n minus 1. So first pass require the n minus 1 comparison, because as we see that 1 to n elements are there. So the comparison will be, how many comparison? That will be n minus 1 comparison. Now one element, first element will come here. So we'll be left with only n minus 2 element. So comparison will be n minus 2 plus n minus 2. Then other element or the next top will come, next highest will come here. So 2 will be done. So we'll left with n minus 3. And likewise, till the time only one element is left. So it will be n minus 1 till 1. Let us add them. So the kth pass will require n minus k. This is n minus k comparison. The last pass requires only one comparison, like this. So we add it. We know this is this normal sum, 1 plus 2 plus 3 till n minus 1. This is n minus 1 by 2, and this is nothing but the order of n. This can be written as n square minus 1 by 2 or n square by 2 minus 1 by 2, and we leave all this constant term. We take order of n square. What is insertion sort? Insertion sort is like playing card. You have one card in your hand. You pick from the pile of card another card. You place it in the right position. Now these two are sorted. You again pick a card and you find the correct position, maybe in between or before it or after it. So now these three are sorted. This is the insertion sort. So this is very popular with the bridge players when they sort their cards, and the insertion sort has come from that only. In this procedure, we pick a particular value and then insert it in the appropriate place in the sorted sublist. So procedure for insertion sort, we require n minus 1 passes. So first of all, A1 is inserted either before or after A0, so that A0 and A1 are sorted. Okay. So if these are element, this is A0. So A1 will be these two will be compared. So A1 will either come before A0 or will remain here. So this will be sorted. Then comes the A2. A2 is either inserted before A0, in between A0 and A1, or will be here only. So these three will be sorted. Now A3 will come again, because this is sorted, so it will find its position, and this will go on. This is how the insertion sort takes place. So let us see with an example. These are the numbers 20 to 50. We use insertion sort here. So this is the array 20, 35, 40, 100, 3, 10, 50. So pass 1 will be A0 will be will place them in an array. So A0 will be 20, A1 will be 35, A2 will be 40, A3 will be 100, A4 will be 3, A5 will be 10, and A6 will be 15. What pass 1 will give? Because A1 is less than A0. So in the ascending order, 20 should come before 35. So in the first pass, what will happen? We insert element A1 before A0. A1 before A0. Because we know that we want the last, we want the minimum number to come here. Minimum number to come here. Minimum. And maximum number to be here. Okay. So what will happen here? The values 20, this two will be compared, and because A1, this A35 is less than A0, 35 will come here or 20 will come here. Then we go to the pass 2. We see A2. A2 is greater than 35. So we'll take no action. No action will be taken. Now we come to the next pass, A3. A3 will be compared to A2. What will happen? A3 is greater than A2. So no comparison, no action will be taken. So 40 will be here, 100 will be here. Now we see in this case, the next pass, A4 is less than A3 and it is less than A2 also, it is less than A1 also, it is less than A0 also. So all these needs to be shifted. So A4 will come at 0 position and all this will be shifted. 20, 35, 40, 100 will be shifted. Right? I hope you understand. So 100, 10 and 15. This will be there. Only this 3 has gone here. Otherwise all these are shifted to the right. Right? Now we check for A5 or say A5. Now A5 is less than A4, A3, A2, A1. So again the same sequence will be done, means A5 will be shifted to A1 and these all will be shifted to the right. So all these are shifted to the right. A10 will find its place here. 3 was here, 10 was here, all these are shifted. Now we compare A6. A6 is compared to 100, compared to 40, compared to 35, compared to 10, 20. So till this point, these are A6 is less than all these, A2 to A5. But A6 is greater than A1. So what we'll do, we will insert this element here and we'll shift all these on the right. So this all will be shifted on the right. This is 3, 10, 15, 20, 35, 40, 100. This is how insertion sort is done. What is the complexity of insertion sort? Order of n square is the complexity of insertion sort, because in the worst case performance occurs when the elements in the input are in descending order. So in this worst case, the first pass will require one comparison. The pass will require, the second pass will require two comparison, and the last pass will require say n minus 1 comparison. So in general, kth pass will have n minus k comparison. So total number of comparison will be 1 plus 2 plus till n minus 1, and that will be n minus 1 by 2, and we know that it is at order of n square. What is bucket sort? See, most people use the bucket sort method when sorting a list of name of alphabetical order. We are talking about the strings here, alphabetical order. So what the procedure is, first these names are grouped according to the first letter. So we have around 26 classes, so one for each element of the alphabet. So first class consists of those names that begin with letter A, and the second consists of those begins with letter B and so on. So first bucket will be all A. Second will be B and so on. Next the names are grouped according to the second letter. First letter is done, second letter. So after this step, the list of name will be sorted with respect to first two letters. So this process is continued. First letter, second letter, third letter, and so on. So this process is continued for a number of times equal to the length of the name with the maximum letters. So if say letter some string may have letter 3 letters, some string may have 10 letters also. So this will go on for 10 times. And since these there are 26 letters in the alphabet, we make use of 26 bucket, one for each letter of the alphabet. So after grouping of these names according to their specific letter, we collect them according to the order of the bucket. So this new list becomes the input for the next pass when we consider the next letter, this letter. So after all these passes, these values of these strings will be in the sorted order. Write the algorithm for bucket sort. So this is bucket, where A is the linear array of integer with n elements, and the variable digit count is also there to store the number of digits in the largest number in order to control the number of passes, because we need to know what is the length of the string, maximum length string. So we start with the begin and end, and we find the largest number of the array first, and we set the digit count to the number of digits of the largest number, this one. And for pass 1 to digit count, which we have already computed, what we do, we initialize the buckets from A to Z, that is 26, and from I equal to 1 to n minus 1, this n, we set digit, we obtain digit number for pass AI and put AI into the bucket number, and we increment bucket count for bucket number digit. Then we collect all the numbers from the bucket in order. This is the bucket sort. What is the complexity of bucket sort? Complexity, see, suppose the number of digits in the largest number of a given array is S. The string is of length say S, highest number. The number of pass to be performed is n. Then the total number of comparison needed to sort a given array is equal to n into s into 10. Why this 10 is? 10 is the decimal base number. So n is the number of comparison, and s is the number of digit in the largest number of a given array. So this will be fn equal to n into s into 10, where s is independent of 10. But if s equal to n, somehow the worst case will happen. So it will be order of n square. But since s is equal to log of base 10n, if sometimes it happens, then the function will go down to n log n, but the base will be 10. So we conclude that the bucket sort performs when only when the number of digits in the elements are very small. That does not happen always. What is merge sort? Merge sort is a very good algorithm of sorting. In this algorithm, what we do, we call, if we do it recursively, we call merge sort twice. One for the, if these are element, one from this part to this part, the other from this part to this part. So merge sort will be called twice recursively, merge sort calling. Then we merge it, merge the element. So this is, merging is very important. So merging means combining elements of two arrays to form a new array. So this, the simplest way of merging two arrays is to first copy all elements in one array into a new array, and then append all the elements of the second array to the new array. So if you want the resultant array to be sorted, you can sort it by any of the sorting techniques. So if the arrays are originally in the sorted order, they can be merged in such a way as to ensure that the combined array is always sorted. This is known as the merge sort. Let us see the procedure of merge sort. The technique of merge sort is, or sorting during merging, is much more efficient than sorting after merging for arrays that are already sorted. So let us consider two arrays, say A7 and B5, to be merged to form a new array. The new array will have, say, 7 plus 5, that is 12 elements. So we compare A0 with B0, A0 with B0. If A0 is less than B0, we move A0 to C0. We increment the pointers of array A and array C. The pointer that array is incremented whose element is moved in the third array. So this is A, this is B, and this is C. So we compare these two elements, and after comparing, we just transfer this to C. Now we compare A and B, where the pointers are pointing. The pointer will increment likewise. So we compare A1 with now B0. Suppose B0 is less than A1. We now move B0 to C1. C0 has already been taken by A0. So we move B0 to C1 and then increment B's pointer now to point to the next element of B1. So this is how it is done. What is quicksort algorithm? Quicksort. Quicksort is like merge sort. It is also a divide and conquer sorting algorithm. To understand quicksort, let us look at the high level description of the algorithm. First we divide, we recurse, and then we conquer. So in this we partition. Basically quicksort means partition. So partitioning is the main criteria. So whenever we partition, we always place a value such that the left hand side partition is always sorted. Okay. So if the sequence has two elements, select an element X from S to be your pivot. So we take pivot as this element, last one. Any arbitrary element like the last will do. So we always take this pivot as the last one. Remove all elements of S and divide them into three sequences. That is L, which hold the element which are less than X, E, which holds the S element equal to X, and then G, this part, which holds the element greater than X. And we recursively sort L and G, these two parts. And finally, we put elements back into S in order, and we first insert the element of L, and then the E, and then this of the G. What is the complexity of quicksort algorithm? See, quicksort is also partitioning. So if the partitioning is exactly n by 2, so the complexity will be like merge sort only, order of n log n. But finding the location of the element that splits the array into sections is of order n operation, because every element in the array is compared to the pivot element, this element. So after the division, each section is examined separately. If the array is split approximately half, which is an optimistic assumption, of course, there will be log n splits. So total comparison will be order of n log n. Otherwise, if it is not half, then it will be order of n square, the complexity of quicksort. What is selection sort? Selection sort requires n minus 1 passes to sort an array. So in the first pass, we find the smallest element in these and swap it with the first element, that is A0. In the second pass, we find again the smallest element and we swap it with the A1, and so on. What is the process of selection sort then? As we said, we have different passes. Let us see the first pass. We find the location of the smallest element in the entire array, this array. We interchange, say we found it in certain A location. So we interchange A location with A0 because A location, this at our smallest element is found at A location, A position this. Because A0 is always, one element is already sorted. So we exchange this. Then we find the location of the smallest element in the entire array again. Because A0 is already done, we don't take A0 here. So A0 is not here. A1, we start with A1 and A1 minus 1. We can find the smallest one and we replace it with the A1. A1 in no location. And we do it likewise. So these are the elements. Let us see how we can apply this sorting algorithm on this. So let us see. We have these elements and we've already done this question. You know how we did this. but we'll apply it, or we'll apply the selection sort here. Okay, so let us see. This is the first pass. So the pass, this is let us put these values into an array. So we have an array of 20, 35, 40, 100, 3, 10, 15, the elements which are given here. The pass one will say we have to find the minimum value. Which is the minimum value here? This is the minimum value. And what is the location? A4. So location is 4. This is the location 4. LOC is 4. So we exchange A4 with A0. So 3 will come here, 20 will come here. This is now done. So we find the lowest value in these. Okay. So what is the lowest value? We have already interchanged A0 and A4. Now this is the pass 2. Let us see which is the lowest. Which is the lowest? Lowest is not 10 in this pass. So we'll exchange 10 with 35. So 35 will come here. 35 will come here and 10 will go here. So these two are done. Now let us concentrate on these 5 values. Which is the lowest? 20 is the lowest. So location is 15 is the lowest. Location is 6. So we exchange 15 with the 40. Means A2 and A6 will be exchanged. So 15 will come here and 40 will go this side. This will be 40. This will be 40, I guess. This will be 40. Okay. Now these 3 are already done. We are left with 4 elements. So let us see which is the lowest. 15 is the lowest. So this is 40. Sorry, 40 is the lowest. 40 is here, but the lowest in this element are 20. So 20 will retain its position. No interchanging will be done. We are left with 135 and 40. Which is the lowest? 35. So we exchange these two. 35 will come here, 100 will go there. Now we are left with only these two. What is the location of the lowest one? A6. So we exchange A6 with the A5. So finally, using the sort, the sorting is done like this. What is the complexity of insertion sort? We have already seen that it is order of n square. The first part would require n-1, second pass n-2. Any kth pass will have n-k comparison, so it will be n-1 by 2. Write a sub-algorithm to find the smallest element in the array. So what we'll do here is, if we want to find the smallest element, A is a linear size, A is array of size n. So the sub-algorithm finds the location of smallest element among these A1 to n-1. So what we are going to do is, we will assign the first or any element like the k-1th element to the smallest. Then we compare each with the other one. See, if this is an array, what will we do here? We'll take this as the smallest, and then we compare this with each element. And once we found any element less than this, we will assign smallest, or we'll assign this element to the smallest, and we again this is done. We'll compare this with every element and smallest, and then we again reiterate it. We begin like this. So we take a small element until location k-1 for the loop. We do till k to n-1, and we compare. If we get an element which is less than smallest, we assign the small to the next element and the location as j. And write selection sort algorithm. We have already done this, but let us see selection sort algorithm. Here A is the element, selection sort A is the linear array with n elements. So this algorithm sorts element into ascending order. So it uses a temporary variable temp to facilitate the exchange of two values, and variable I to use as a loop control variable. So we start from I to n-1. We call the smallest element. We find the smallest element, and then we exchange temp with i-1, and we set i-1 is equal to a location, and we set temp equal to a location, and this we end. Okay. How do you create an empty linked list? This is how we create an empty linked list. This variable is used to point to the first element of the list. Since the list will be empty in the beginning, the variable head will have is assigned to a sentinel value to indicate that the list is empty. So we create an empty list with node pointer of head. That head will have a null value. So we have taken few more questions, and we'll be taking one more session of this. Thank you so much. Take care.